acupuncture in Quebec and all that, and in the world in general, after having fought hard to have acupuncture, the Chinese medicine available to everybody. And I see that this place here reminds me of Lincoln Detox when I first got there in the early 70s. Just with the energy-wise, but this even better energy because you don't have the heavy politics and all the war zone outside that you have to deal with. And it's fantastic. There's a very calm energy here, and the people running this place are really, really good. And everybody working here, the energy here is excellent. And hello, Mutulu. I'll be seeing you soon. I might be able to Skype you, I hope. And Raul is here too.
Wow, I'm already getting emotional. So if you see like a couple of tears falling from my eyes, or like Lami and Suzanne's eyes, I wouldn't be surprised in like the next half hour. We'd love to hear a bit about how you met Dr. Mutulu Shakur. Like, what's a bit of the story? Did they approach you? Did you approach them? And how did your connection build over the years in the 70s?
Well, it's a long story. Okay, this is the way it worked. In 1974, I think, after working 5 years in Quebec, in Montreal with my father, who was the father of acupuncture in Quebec, officially he brought acupuncture to North America. My father was a strong revolutionary, and my father thought the doctors are doing. He brought acupuncture because the doctors, he figured, were doing experimental medicine on people, cutting out for nothing, butchering people, and health practitioners didn't have access to the hospitals where they can help people. So we were fighting the doctors, and we were getting a lot of success there, fighting the doctors, although we didn't have any support from anybody. We just, me and my father were fighting the doctors. And we have tapes, miles and miles of tapes of interviews on television and radio and that. And in 74, I took a year sabbatical to go to New York. I wrote a book on ear acupuncture, which was the first book in North America on ear acupuncture, how to treat all sorts of problems with the ear, needles in the ears, called the ear gateway to balancing the body. And while I was in New York, the people from Lincoln approached me, and they said, we heard about the war you're having with the doctors in Montreal, and we're having the same problem here in New York. They were just starting in New York, and I guess they knew about the revolution we were doing. I didn't think of it a revolution. We were just having a war. You know? And so they wanted, why don't you come and take a look at what we're doing in Harlem and in the Bronx? And I said, well, I'm from Canada. We don't have any problems like that in Canada. I'm not interested, you know. So then he said, well, just come take a look. So then I go to get off the subway in this station. So right after Central Park, you're in the Bronx, in South Bronx, right?
Right. Yeah.
So I come there, somebody waiting for me. Said, "Are you married?" I said, "Yeah." "How do you know?" "I was the only way back there." He knows me. Crazy. So we're going through all these alleys, and then we end up in the Lincoln Detox over there. And I go inside, and I see these people. Mutulu wasn't there yet. There was Walter Bosque, was Richard Laney, was Richie Bird III, was a few other people. And I saw the hospital there. They're trying to help people. So they were just starting out. They're trying to help people from books, but it was studying by themselves. So there's a person who's lying on the floor and having some kind of fit, and 4 or 5 other people of the Black Panthers and the Young Lords, the Puerto Ricans, jump on him to try to help him. I say, "Holy shit, you guys are going to kill your brother with love. Give him some air, you know. I better stick around here," because the guy couldn't breathe anymore. Everybody's trying to help him so bad. They're doing their best to help. So I stuck around. Then Mutulu came in, running in. I think the cops were chasing him. Anyways, he lost the cops. He came in with big goo-goo eyes, like that, you know. I think he was on some drug or something. And I came in and I gave him 1 needle. Boom. Lung 6. And boom. He said, "Whoa, this is like a $20 hit of cocaine." And after that, he stopped doing drugs completely. And him and the whole group formed a group. The original group, there was like 5, 6 people in the original group. So I said, I better stick around here. So I started teaching. But how did I teach them? First, I teach them the hands-on. Before you can learn how to use needles and you can kill people with needles. You know? That's why in China, under the Manchu rule and when the white people were controlling China, acupuncture became against the law, it went underground. Right? Because you could kill a person with a needle. You could put a needle, push the eyeball here, 1.5 inches, he's dead. You go right in the brain and won't show a mark. Or you can put it in the lungs, and in 3 days he's dead. Or in the kidneys, he'd be pissing blood, black blood.